Welcome to this mini webinar. And today, what we're going to be talking about is, hopefully this is all going live. Yes, hopefully. Sorry, the internet was going a bit weird. So welcome everybody to this mini webinar. And today what I want to talk to you about is a part 3 of some of those ways that you can cure and manage some of the more minor discomforts of pregnancy, as we call it in the business. Minor discomforts, not always that minor, but meaning they're not so pathological. So the two that I want to touch base on particularly today about is thrush and UTIs, or urinary tract infections. So thrush, with regards to your lifestyle on that one, carbohydrate sugars are always implicated when it comes to thrush. So it is best to drastically reduce your intake of carbohydrates, particularly refined sugars. It just does translate that your mucus secretions seem to be more sugary, and they feed that thrush so well. Another thing that you can do is use rice vinegar and basically sort of swab that area with that, just topically using it. That can help a little bit. There is 2 essential oils that can be useful, and that is melaleuca and lavender, and you can basically dilute those with fractionated coconut oil or cold pressed almond oil or something like that, and just apply that topically to the area as well. And the 2 homeopathic remedies that are particularly useful for thrush is the main remedy is borax, and these are just, if you're not familiar with homeopathy, these are drops that you just put under your tongue. They're vibrational tinctures. But if your vulva is especially itchy, then ambra is the one to go for, AMBRA. So borax is the main sort of remedy for thrush, and then ambra if the vulva is especially itchy. Okay, and the second one I wanted to go through today is UTIs, or urinary tract infections. Now, UTIs are a sort of borderline, really saying that they're a minor discomfort of pregnancy, and that we really want to get on top of UTIs. They are common, but they can cause premature labor. So they can put you into labor. And so we really want to stay on top of them and make sure that you are not having recurrent UTIs, or if you are, that you probably need to see a specialist and discuss that recurrent UTI situation. But what are the proactive things that you can be doing? So because UTIs have that ability to cause uterine irritability, or, as I say, potentially preterm labor, the recurrent UTIs should not be treated lightly and need that obstetric consultation. So, okay, within sort of nutrition and herbalism, garlic, of course, is well known, and so is a few doses of zinc. So make sure you've got those in your diet. Adding some sort of inner health bladder support type supplement can be a very good idea. Increase the protein that you are eating, and of course, if you are having recurrent UTIs, I think it would be a really good idea to also see a naturopath or herbalist in conjunction with having an obstetric consultation too. Okay, the aromatherapy essential oils of lemongrass and cedarwood are said to assist. And with homeopathy, there's 2 sort of main remedies that we tend to use there. Firstly, for vaginitis, which is what's called that honeymoon UTI or vaginitis, and Staphylococcus is your main remedy there, often just called staph. STAPH. And then if you've got sort of stinging or burning, or even a little bit of incontinence with a little bit of when you exert yourself, then well, actually, there's two different ones I'll just suggest there when I think about this. If it's stinging and burning, I would say cantharus. And if it's if you're getting a little bit of incontinence with any kind of exertion, then I'd say causticum. So I'll just spell those two for you. So the stinging and burning cantharus, which is CANTHARIS, and then with incontinence with that little bit of slight exertion, if you basically leak a little bit, then I'd say causticum, which is CAUSTCUM. So that is the end of today's little mini webinar. And of course, just a reminder that to deep dive into my webinars, or I should say we deep dive into these topics and go in a lot more detail on my full-length MotherWise Inner Circle masterclasses. So they're always available as well, and I'll make sure I put a link on here for you if you wish to subscribe to those, where you also get access to my huge online Q&A library and our weekly lives as well. But look, I'm going to love you and leave you and wish you all a wonderful rest of your week, and we will see you later. Bye everybody.